It's travel day.
Travel day. Where are we going?
Yeah, where are we going? We are going to Cracker Barrel.
That means we're on our way home.
Yeah, but we do still have one more fun stop before we get to Wisconsin.
What is it?
We're going to Shades State Park in Indiana.
Okay.
So we're gonna make our way to a Cracker Barrel tonight. We're probably going to have a long travel day,
If we do 5 hours today, we'll only have to do 1 tomorrow.
which sounds great because we only have one night at Shades State Park and we want to be able to explore. So we're off.
Travel days can be a mystery. What new sights might be on the horizon?
Our trip out of West Virginia has just been gorgeous. Our drive in and our drive out. I guess that just means West Virginia is gorgeous.
It's almost heaven, they say.
Sing it to me, baby.
No, not happening.
Or maybe there'll be new events to experience.
We're going through a wooden.
Covered bridge, towing an RV.
We're feeling a little lost here in West Virginia. We pulled out the atlas because Google was giving us crazy directions. Okay, now I gotta find my place back on the map.
And sometimes it's the practical that's part of a travel day.
We're 49.60 in the front, 49.80 in the rear, and the trailer's 36.60. Tells you all 3 hours.
Boy, that was quick. I thought you would have to buzz into the Waymaster.
That is if you don't have the app.
He stopped for DEF and he saw scale and he's been wanting to do that for a while now, so there we go. We've arrived at Shades State Park in Indiana.
Shades of Death State Park.
You got to give the story to that now.
Well, there was 3 different versions of it, right?
Yeah.
Different people who may have died in this area in the history of this land.
Yes, I guess that's what it was called, or that was what it was known for back in the day of the settlers. So needless to say, they dropped that name,
They just call it Shades.
Shades State Park. We're going to go check out some of their hikes. There's a lot of different hiking trails here, including some that you can make into loops and some that are loops. And the 2 that we're going to go check out have ravines and supposedly some ladders to climb. We've got perfect weather for it. Just hopefully the ground isn't too wet. Well, we just started the hikes and we were planning on doing trails 4 and 5 to check out Sugar Creek and the trails with the ladders and the ravines, but that is closed. So our plan B is to do Devil's Punch Bowl in Trail 1. I think there might be some waterfalls along the Devil's Punch Bowl Trail. Oh, here's the legends and lore of Shades State Park that Todd was talking about. 3 murders are known to have occurred in the 1800s on what is now Shades State Park. Shades of Death. I guess they decided to not keep that name. Shades State Park is a much lovelier name. To me, would be descriptive of all the trees in the park. Look how lovely this is. Quite the project here, creating all these boardwalks, up and down through the ravines. Very fun. There's people down there, and Todd mentioned that there's stairs. More steps here leading over the ravine. The Devil's Punch Bowl was created a long time ago by rushing torrents of water. So Devil's Punch Bowl is part of the ravine here. Wow, it's gorgeous. And you keep following the boardwalk, you walk right down into it. The steps are pretty slippery. With the way the sun is shining on it right now, it looks fluorescent. It's got moss and ferns and other types of vegetation growing along the edges. It's so gorgeous. Look at this. Look how mossy and green this wall is. So I'm kind of navigating the mud here. The Punch Bowl. What a great surprise. I wasn't expecting this. So colorful. you know, you can see obviously that there was a lot of water here at once.
What they showed up there was probably great glacial melt-off.
Oh, is that what they said? It's like a carpet. The sledge is huge and gorgeous and buggy. We're still walking the ravine, checking it out.
It's pretty cool.
It's very cool. It just keeps meandering through here, so we're gonna follow it a bit further. Todd managed to get through all this mud.
I went that way, I think.
This way in the middle?
I think so.
Okay, maybe if I step here.
Yep.
Okay, there we
Yep.
go. I'm glad you had us keep coming, Todd. I thought it was ending, and he climbed up and said, "There's more."
On this side of the log, it's dry.
Oh, okay, great. Let's do that. Vegetation just finds interesting spots to make its own along the ledges here.
I don't want to do a log walk.
It could be interesting viewing.
Yeah, but then you gotta call 911 and wait for them to show up.
We found a boardwalk leading out of the ravine. We just kept following and found an exit. I don't want to exit though. It's so beautiful in here. Were you thinking this when you were thinking ravine?
No.
This is much deeper than what I was expecting it to be.
I was wondering why it said that there was no rappelling allowed. I'm like, where would you rappel? It's all fields.
And the sun coming through just makes everything look so much greener. Back to the mud. That's probably why they had to close those other two trails. I didn't realize it was going to be so muddy, but with all the rain lately, I guess it's no big surprise. There's some signs over there. I wonder if it says, "This is the end."
Oh, one of these was called Lover's Leap, so maybe that's the one.
Oh. I'm going under. All right, it looks like we got ourselves to the end here. And this water comes right down here. It says hikers prohibited beyond this point. And the water,
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Wow.
It just like slides down.
oh, it is like a slide
It doesn't
down.
fall, it just rolls.
Wow,
This is cool.
this is so cool. This is the Silver Cascade Falls.
Never seen one like that before. Over here, you get a good look over here. That's really cool.
A convex waterfall. Very unusual, the sign reads. Now we're heading up. We made it up.
Oh, yeah, that's the intended loop for one. Can't believe that there's anything that steep right here, because even looking around, it just doesn't look like.
Really cool trail. Number one,
Trail number one.
the Punch Bowl.
Highly recommend.
Here we are at Prospect Point. Ooh, feels like walking the plank. And it just drops. Wow. So this is Sugar Creek. We're thinking this is where that Silver Waterfalls ran into.
Oh, this is that island you were talking about.
Oh, they called it Canoe Island.
Yeah.
I had said, oh, it'd be really cool if we could kayak around this island, but we didn't see a launch anywhere.
No, it'd be really hard to launch here.
We're so high up that sometimes birds of prey fly by at eye level. Looks like the first Indiana State Park was in 1916, and it was McCormick's Creek. Turkey Run was the second state park. I know we have reservations to check that one out. we met a couple on this trail and they said that they just got done hiking 4 and 5 this morning, and that was the one that was closed when we first got here. So I don't know, we might go check it out and see if they opened it. We found a Begin Trail 5 sign, so we might be in luck. Do you see what that sign says up there?
Rugged. See what they think is rugged, because they didn't have a sign like that in that ravine. Oh, maybe it's not rugged. Maybe it's rugged. Maybe it's carpeted.
It's carpeted with mud. And we've seen trail maps describe trails as difficult, challenging, expert. We found the part with the ladder, one of the ladders, and we're gonna have to share some poles here.
Make sure you use those flat spots.
This is gorgeous. Look at the green on this wall here.
How about we look at the ladder?
Okay,
We'll look at the green later.
good idea. Going down. Not bad.
Okay.
Oh, and it opens up into this gorgeous sunlit ravine.
While between hikes, it was time for a tea break.
I've mentioned in some of my previous videos that I really enjoy matcha tea, oftentimes in the morning for breakfast, sometimes also in the afternoon. So I thought I would just quickly talk about how I make it right here in my little kitchen in my RV. So matcha is ground up, powdered green tea leaves. A lot of health benefits here, and I find it to be yummy. I know some people say to them it tastes a little bit grassy, so it's kind of not everybody's cup of tea. So to make matcha, I start with a little bit of hot water here at the bottom of my mug, and I like to use a heaping half teaspoon of the powder. So as you can see, it's just a really finely ground powder, and I'll throw that in my warmed up water. Then I take my matcha tea whisk and I just whisk that up to kind of make it into a liquidy paste. That's my little whisk here. I just purchased this on Amazon. And then I use soy milk, and I personally prefer the vanilla flavored. There's a little added sugar in there, so it does give it a little bit of sweetness and a little extra flavor with the vanilla flavoring. So I take 3/4 cup of my soy milk, and I usually heat this up in my microwave here in the camper, so it's nice and warm. I do prefer my tea hot. And I use my little whisk here that I also bought on Amazon. And it's got a little button at the end that you push and it whirls away. So it kind of foams up my soy milk. Gives it kind of a velvety texture with a nice foam top. So let's see if you can see kind of the foam on the top there. So then I'll just take my kind of dissolved matcha tea powder here and just pour it right into the mixture. It's real simple, real quick, and to me, real yummy. And look how pretty that is. Yum. We're heading to our third hike today. We're going to trail number 2. There's, I think, 4 points of interest to check out here. They did call this one their most rugged trail here, so we'll see what that means exactly. We're wondering what this Lover's Leap is on trail 2. It's a loop. A lot of these trails are loops, which are really nice. So Lover's Leap is kind of an offshoot of trail 2. We were just commenting at how big the trees are. I mean, not the ones that I'm videotaping right this second, but some of these trunks are just huge. Oh yeah, like Prospect Point.
Yeah.
Walking the plank.
Oh, this one's a little more. Oh,
Oh, that's high. Is that what you meant by a little more?
yeah.
You think this is those silver falls?
Yes.
They called it the convex waterfall.
Convex waterfall, yeah. Very cool. Do you have the map?
I do. Oh, that was that overlook.
Yep.
Where we said, oh, look, there's that canoe island.
And now we hike down to Lover's Leap, and then we're going to go do 2.
Okay.
But
so Lover's Leap
we're looking
overlooks.
that same canoe island, but just the tip of it, down over the top of that Silver Cascade Falls. That's cool. So yeah, we were hiking right down there.
Very cool. It's a really cool park. Right now it's especially nice because there's no one else here on the trail that we're aware of. And maybe you can hear the little babbling brook below. This is Memorial Day weekend.
It was almost completely empty when we came in.
We're suspecting it's gonna be pretty full though. It was, you said that there was a sign saying.
Sign said they were full. So imagine everybody's probably scrambling and packing right now.
Yeah. Getting their coolers ready, their tents packed up, finding out that they have a broken camp chair. You know how that goes. Quick run to the store for bacon. Todd was saying how different this was than our earlier hike.
Because it just feels really open, even though there's complete canopy coverage above us.
It's gorgeous. I'm using that word a lot here at Shade State Park. So a little sneak peek at our future climb here on Trail 2. If you just looked here, you wouldn't know that there was all this beauty up here. It's really beautiful. This way is too. The trails are marked really well.
Yes.
Makes it that much more enjoyable. We've got another down.
Here's a ditch.
Let's go walk in it.
One of God's ditches, though.
Those are more fun. You know, sometimes you just stop and chat to catch your breath.
Oh, is that what we're doing? Oh, okay.
Punch bowl?
Yeah.
What about it?
I thought we were just walking around down there.
Yes.
I didn't realize it was going to go all the way through.
That it was actually
The trail.
walking the ravine was the trail.
Right.
I didn't know that either. This one they have rated it as very rugged. It's fun that it's different.
Yep.
There's not as many little rocks scattered throughout. Oh, you're getting ready to videotape me on the log?
Yeah, no bet this time, though. I know you'll do it.
I get one pole, huh? Okay. Well, you know what? I have no excuse if I can't do this with a pole.
Oh, that's kind of a boring dismount.
Look at the fluorescent green. Gorgeous. And we're a big fan of all the little baby ferns
Oh, yeah.
growing everywhere. A little limbo. It's gonna be hard to pick a favorite trail. Punch Bowl was pretty amazing though. It might be hard to beat that.
Well, that one was top for me because it was a surprise. I just didn't know that's what we were doing.
And yeah, there was quite the wow factor with that one.
Yeah. This one's unique because of the zigzagging.
Wow, this is wide. How fun. Oh, look at this, it's just gorgeous.
Stack of dominoes tipped over here.
And then he'll just see this pile of huge rocks.
And hope that this part that's above our head doesn't fall off.
Yeah. We going to the left or the right? What do you think?
We're going to the right, walking down the stairs to the left.
Okay. But first we have to cross some more water and mud. And logs. Little baby waterfall. It's just so pretty.
From right here, it doesn't look possible.
Yeah, I was saying this is probably why this is rated as their most rugged trail here in the park. There's a little bit of a backward view, climbed down that, and now we're following the little stream down the ravine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is where we have to pay the piper.
Another sneak preview of our up.
Way up there. First, we have to get there.
That looks like a lot of steps. I guess we'll find out. Let's count. Oh, so nice. I don't think this is something we'd kayak on anyways. That's really flowing.
Way it would work.
Yeah, one way it'd be wee. That's so pretty. We think we've got another close-up view of Sugar Creek.
And there's the canoe island.
We saw that at Prospect Point.
Actually, you can see Prospect Point right there.
Yes, I can. Now we have to go up those steps.
I don't have to. We could go back up the ravine.
We could. I wish we had our kayaks.
We just kayak out from here.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It would, but that would be a long hike with a kayak on your back.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Okay.
So these are the steps I was referring to. Here we go. In the camera, it doesn't look that far down, but it is. So I talked about big trees earlier, and this is one of them. It's just hard to grasp how big it is. Well, we completed the loop here on trail number 2. Todd and I counted the steps coming up, and it was
209.
And it felt like 209.
And they're not normal sized steps either. They're much bigger.
Luckily, there were a few platforms that you can stop at and rest, and often have beautiful views of the Sugar Creek. Maybe go out for dinner?
We got nothing to eat at home, so we got to do something. I got to eat.
Yeah, our home being the RV right now, it's pretty empty.
We could fry up bacon, and that's all we have. It's just some bacon.
Yeah, so it's looking like we're going to maybe head to a restaurant. It's about 30 minutes from here called The Ranch, and we'll see what there is there. Hopefully some good food.
This is kind of the crazy thing about this park. Off to the right, see these nice, beautiful, flat farmers' fields. And just across the street, right over here, behind these trees, all those ravines are all just right across the road here. You'd have no idea driving up to this that you had that kind of vertical going on.
Well, we had just come from West Virginia, and I had said, oh, we're back in the Midwest, because it was so flat. We were wondering about where these ravines were going to be.
It's kind of like Palo Duro, right? Where you're driving to it, it's just flat, and then you know that there's supposed to be a big vertical, yeah.
We just got back from the ranch, which was awesome. We look forward to coming back to the state park, and we're going to head back to that restaurant. It was so yummy, and there were so many things on the menu that we wanted to try. So ordered to go some chicken gumbo, and Todd got some pimento cheese spread for his pork rinds. Our meals were delicious. I had the Wendon chicken salad sandwich, with fruit on the side, and Todd had a smash burger with smoked Gouda cheese, bacon, and some fruit on the side for him also. So super yummy. Here is our campsite, and it's a no hookup site, so no electricity, no water, no sewer. There's a dump station and potable water, and it's pretty wooded. This one is in the Rookery Loop. So this is us for one night. We're leaving Shades State Park, and it was a blast. In fact, you mentioned we were only there for 24 hours.
Yeah, not even. And we had all that fun. Hiking those ravines was sweet.
Yeah, one of our favorites. Yeah, it was a great trip here in Indiana. Looking forward to a return visit.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please subscribe, like, and join us next time as we're out and about. Thanks for watching.